We'll now demonstrate Nimbula Director's machine image management features such as image lists and snapshots. In our previous video segment, we described and created a deployment scenario where fictitious Acme Corporation wants to provide a private cloud to serve two of their internal customers, Acme Corporation employees that we'll call Acme, and contractors hired by Acme that we'll call contractors. The first internal customer, called Acme, has been further divided into two groups with different functions. The Machine Images group, which we'll call Images, and the Application Development group, which we'll call Apps. If you recall, George works for the Images group and Mary works for the Apps group. George's job in the Images group is now to create and manage images and image lists that will be used by the rest of Acme. If you recall, an image list is a persistent list of machine images that could be used to keep track of different versions of a machine image. A machine image is a virtual machine template that you can launch into a running virtual machine instance. Log in as Acme George. Click on the Image Management tab and then the Image List subtab. Click Create Image List at the bottom. Enter Acme George Acme Ubuntu as the name. Enter an appropriate description for this group. Leave default as 1 since this is a new list and we're only going to add one machine image to this image list at this time. Click Save. Next, we'll add a machine image to this image list. Click on Machine Images at the bottom. Then browse to Nimbula Public. Click Edit and select the Is Used box next to the image called Lucid64. Click Save. This image list now contains one machine image and will now go ahead and launch this machine image before adding more versions of the image to this image list. Click on the Instance Management tab and the Launch Instances subtab and click the Quick Launch button at the bottom of the page. Under Acme George, select the Acme Ubuntu image list, a small shape, and one instance to launch. Now click Launch. You can now see the virtual machine instance being launched in the top pane of the View Instances subtab. Click Refresh until the state changes to Running. Click View Console to open a console into the new VM and log in as root. Show that ping is not installed. Then install ping using apt-get. Now click Snapshot to make a copy of the VM's virtual disk. This copy becomes a new machine image. Go back to the Image Management tab and the Image List subtab to add this new machine image as version 2 in the image list we created earlier. Don't forget to change the default pointer to 2, which indicates that you'll default to version 2 when you launch the image list. Now go back to the Instance Management tab and the Launch Instances subtab and click the Quick Launch button at the bottom of the page. Launch the same image list. Click Refresh until the state changes to Running. Open a new console to the new VM. And notice, this is indeed version 2 of the machine image since ping is already installed. George has now finished creating an image list with 2 images that can be used by employees of Acme. In the next video, we'll have Mary from the apps group create a launch plan using George's image list.